Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. This is quite of a long time since I last streamed. If you guys don't know, I've been having some real internet problems here at home, so I haven't decided to stream until today. We'll be doing a short flight here from uh Berlin, Brandenburg all the way to, well, you know, to Hamburg. As you see here, I have delivery setting on, I have multiple other things on. Anyways, we are gonna get into this flight. This should be a small, short flight here. We hopefully will get there fast enough. Now, if you all notice, I haven't posted anything on most of my videos don't get actually posted. The reason is a lot of my videos keep getting cut by Twitch for some stupid reason. So I have decided to post all my videos I do here live onto YouTube automatically. So for all those people who come and join for Twitch streams, uh, you will be seen on YouTube. Now, none of most of my content won't be posted for kids only because I know people will swear constantly. But otherwise from that, let's get into this flight. Now, like I said, I'm flying this plane with I should have the nap on because the flight plan's gonna happen soon. We're gonna be ready for takeoff here. If you all don't know, there's a thing called the ATC screen. It's a new add-on. If you guys come look on the screen. I am now going to be, my call sign now is a shortened version of my YouTube name, just so people know it's me online. If you see this name online and I'm not streaming, I probably will be streaming soon again. This is probably a one-off episode. You don't know. Now let's get this party rolling. We have a long way to go, and I don't have long. I will not be looking back at all today. So today is going to be a be a flight. Once this stream will end, I will be looking at the video and I'll be posting it on YouTube. So if you're going to be watching my view things on Twitch, make sure you're actually watching them on YouTube instead. I enjoy the subs. More subs the merrier. Now, oh, as you can see here, I'm having Tokyo sliding moments. Now let's go rotate. We are 200 knots. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Come on, get off the ground. There you go. No, I don't want H. I want G. Oh boy, that was a twitch on my plane. Now let's put autopilot on. Let's put nav on. Let's do the flight plan. Grid speed is about 1,000 a minute. We'll put it up to like 15, 1600. This is a small flight. So it's only like 200 or 600 nautical miles, so it's not much. Otherwise, from that point, we'll see what we get into. I don't have anything to recommend other than we're gonna see how our flight is. Frame wise, I'm sitting at 30 frames per second in this game. When I was gonna stream last week, I was sitting at 50 frames a second in the US, which is the most I've ever seen while flying in Dallas. I was doing a route from what's it called? Start the airplane. Now, something else someone noted in my YouTube video last time when I tell 3 Pro, my voice is very low. Yes, I have my voice hiked up for myself so I can hear better. Um, so I would recommend when you watch my videos, turn your volume down because it's gonna be very loud. Oh, we just passed over a highway. This flight's a weird looking one because I have all fixes here. So this is a fix, this is a fix, this is a fix. This guy is landing this direction, so I'm landing the opposite direction. He's landing also in there, so this be fun. Route. I was thinking maybe I go to Moots because it is routes, but that's smaller plane. I have to deal with this many fools there. And I could also fly to here, but I didn't want to go there. So we're just doing a simple Hamburg flight. It should have been this way, but instead I'm flying this way. And I do not have rear weather on for the sake of it because I don't want leg-induced problems. So we're gonna turn the nav off right now. Currently, I like this plane really much. I use this plane quite a lot because of its takeoff, not a lot of takeoff problems. We don't have HD, we're on SR until SR becomes more green. But I do have water effect on, so you can't tell the lakes are actually real well water. So if I dive the plane into the water, it will sink. So that we have that. My next stream for this, I don't know. I do want to still do plane reviews. That may get pushed onto a different week. I still have a lot of things going on. I still have to do so I didn't stream Video Blitz, and I should have streamed it because last night I got the top score. I did a 1.9 million score. I nearly banked 2 million in Lightning. I never managed to clip it either, which sucks for me. Looks like this place has a yeah. You can see this place has a. Is that the municipal airport? Let's check the nav. No, but to the left is the municipal airport. It said, yeah, right there, municipal airport. It looks like a racetrack actually. To municipal airport, anyways. Yeah, what is that? What is that again? It's over there. Oh yeah. So the moment we hit here, it's gonna to change to what's the goes on the flight plan again? 6,000. Okay, 2.7 nautical miles. It's a nice zero flight. We'll be here for all of it. If this is cut up into segments, I will post it. I will delete it all from Twitch and it'll be posted as one entire video on YouTube. For my YouTube people who keep watching my content, please do. I will not be posting shorts unless I want to. And the shorts are gonna probably be me trying to land at airports in small planes. Like if I find a airport that has a grass runway, I'm gonna pick a small plane and you as soon as we probably shorts of me trying to land a small plane on a grass runway. I have no luck on most of them. Like I've tried flying the Cessna. I have every airport I try to land at with the Cessna, I have crashed. Okay, so now we have 26 nautical miles. We're climbing to 600, so 1500. From 1,000 to 1500. 300 knots. Now the moment we turn is going to be a big thing. We are heading to this way. So the moment we turn, this entire stretch here is 12,000. We will hit 12,000 here. Now we will be flying over. I think that's Mo Munich we fly over, right? Yeah, that's Munich we fly over. Believe it or not, this is Munich here. Pretty sure. Hanover? Wait, we fly over Hanover? Huh? I didn't know that's a. No, I think that is that Munich? No, because this is Munich down here, is it? No, that's Frankfurt. This is Munich. This is no, yeah, no, that is Munich. Sorry. Ugh, I hate when they can't do it. Yeah, we fly over Munich, and then we land in Hamburg. This guy, I think this guy's gonna go around and do it a circle. He's at 6,000. He's ascending, but he's not doing great number for descending. It's gonna be a struggle for him. Maybe he's landing at this airport because this is another airport there. Maybe I don't know. Anyways, any which way, I could have made it go to Denmark. I'm not doing that. Not doing anything. So what I'm gonna do instead is every time I go to a route, I go to a different airport uh, after it. So I'm flying to Hamburg. The next video is going from Hamburg to some other airport. This tab will stay frozen until I go stream the next day. So this is gonna be a nice flight. It may be a little laggy for you all. I don't have great internet right now. If you don't know, it snowed today, so a lot of snow has built up on there. Now, for whatever reason, I have loved that we could do a squawk code and 7500 and land somewhere else. But today's the only flight I'm going to do where I fly to the destination. I'm not flying. If I fly over Munich and have some turbulence, maybe I'll land into Munich, but that would be manually landing, so it's going to be weirder for landing. So we're gonna see. Oh, my thing showed metal, so it's having some laggy issues. I could see even in game it's lagging. Okay, back to stream because it's lagging like hell. Nav. Let's see the options where it shows speed because I guarantee it's showing some 12 to 10 frames a second. Yeah, that's not good. Graphics. I'm gonna turn off water because it's probably water. Turn off water. Free frames. Turn off buildings. Buildings also cost a lot. Save and close. Yeah, I was not having this frames a second problem. The other thing to know about frames a second in this game is the amount of members. If there's like 1,000 members in the game, no matter if you're in Europe, you should have good frames. But when you drop to like 521, there's a lot of no. Less than 210 nautical miles till we go up to 12,000 in cruise altitude today. This is a small flight. Usually this route is done by an A320 or an A321neo. Today we're using a bigger plane because I want to test out this. We're doing this route in full, so if this route takes me 4 hours to stream, I'll take 4 hours to stream it. At the moment right now we're having severe lag. As you can see, I'm having horrible frames a second here, which sucks for me is I want to turn it to nighttime. We can have a nighttime flight, which is what I'm gonna do now. Will I do that? Let's see here. I'm gonna switch it to nighttime. That'll be environment. That's so if you guys cannot see, the white lights showcase as windows, yep, but in the distance, the white lights there showcase an airport. There's an airport over there. There's 11 degrees of tailwind, which could be a problem for me if this plane does when this plane turns. Full nautical miles till returns. Look at that sky. There's the sky now. Let's see, Germany. If Britain is 5 hours ahead of me, I believe Germany is about 2 more hours, so it's 7 hours ahead. It's about 1 a.m. in the morning, which isn't good. We're going to be turning, we're going to be turning this off because I cannot do nighttime. The reason why I can't do nighttime is I cannot see at night. That's not good. Yeah, you can see that's an airport over there. Probably just a municipal one because how small it is. Now, the red lights in the distance were definitely an international airport. Options off. So another thing to note about this simulator is this. Uh, At one point, if you pressed T into the commands, T would make your chat turn on. Quite recently, they got rid of this function. So in reality, T does not make you turn your chat on. You have to manually click it. So if you're in your flight and you want to chat to someone who's chatting in the chat box, now I used to have chat box on all the time. Now I've turned it off because people complain. I cannot post the stuff people post because people always say the N word constantly. So yeah, that looks like the airport that we saw is being covered by solar panels because you could see them on the left, and the right side. So this airport here is becoming more and more turned into solar panels, and most likely it's a defunct airport at this point because I think the taxiway is covered by a solar panel. Yeah, it is. Oh boy, that's a particularly bad thing to see. Airport being turned into a nightmare. Most airports, there's airports in the U.S. that have turned from being an airport into being a solar panel field. There's one in Miami to be precise. Now you could clearly see through the solar panels where the runways are, but still, it's a sad state of affairs to see an airport be turned to something else. Most people want them to be preserved. Now, I cannot move this quite enough. I do not ha since I don't have HD, I do not have the clouds on. Sucks. Down there is a city, nice looking city. I guarantee it has an airport somewhere, but I don't see it. I hope it's not that what I saw. We will be flying over Munich, so you're gonna see how big it is and everything. We have 62, so 60. So every 10 seconds is a nautical mile down. So we have an hour pretty much of nautical miles down. Because 1 minute is 6 nautical miles. Is it? No. 10 seconds for a nautical mile. 60 seconds is 6 nautical miles. So 1 minute is not six. Then 6 times 10. So we have 10 minutes worth of nautical miles for this fix. Now we should be descending after we hit Munich, but I've decided not to because I do want to do a very, very long approach into there. The moment we hit the second last fix, I'm actually turning off the autopilot, and we're gonna be flying in there manually with high leg. Oh, maybe I'll turn it off when we hit the last fix. This is an airport below. This is a big city below us. What does the nav say to anything? Is there anything near it? There's a fix here. So there's an airport. You pass over here just before the next city. Is a nice little small little airport. Yeah, you can see it. You can see the small little runway there. It's right there. Now, if you can't see my mouse, I may have turned my mouse off, but you can probably see the two little lights on the bottom. It's right there. So if you look at the highway, look up a couple fields between two roads, you could see a nice looking landing strip. It's right there. Now we're probably going to pass another one. It's a nice looking area here. We're not on the line. If you could tell, we're not on the line. That turn did not put us on the line, but we're following the line. It's just pretty good. The next fix, when we hit it, we'll be going over Munich. Now, the reason why I didn't put it 15,000, I didn't put it at 10,000. 10,000 means I have to go through Munich Tower. I have to actually turn it on to the right frequency. I can't do that. If I go 15,000, that means I have to go at a vert speed drop at the next fix at negative 2,000, which is not safe in this thing. Not at all when you're landing on a cross runway and you have to get it exactly right. So, and you're turning. So I'm going to be turning negative 2,000 to down to like 9,000. That's not good. It's probably going to be higher than that. So we're doing so far so good on this flight. What airport is this that we have here? Oh, that's another airport. Oh boy. So we're going to see some red lights maybe in the distance. We're heading to the next town, which is Bold here. Bold has its airport too. Looks like we're passing over airports today. This is Bold here coming up on the rightest ring. This supposedly, no, not Bold. Bold is the next city. No, Bold is definitely this city right here. There's a racetrack right there. I can just see it. I don't know what racetrack that is, but I'm pretty sure that's a racetrack. From what I can tell from that racetrack, that probably is an Axis Speedway. Motorcycle Speedway. Yeah, it is. Don't know what track that is, but that is definitely motorcycle speedway there. Because they do British motorcycle racing here quite a lot. There's a municipal airport near there, right here. Do we see it on the left wing? It's just after Bode. Do we see it? Um, Right here? Yeah, it's right here. This place here. So you see this little long strip here? Looks like a nice line. That's the airport right there. So with the heavy leg we're having, it's good. We're now at 12,000. We're at max speed. We're near max speed. Plane doesn't want to go any higher at this speed. We're gonna see you may see some other small airports on the map, but you probably won't see it. Broadswick is see this you around speed right now. You could see looks like lights. That's Broadswick right there. I can guarantee you that's Broadswick in distance. Right here. That's international airport I saw. Now I also see lights in the distance over there. That's probably Hamburg. Not Hamburg. That's probably Munich. If you don't know, Munich has two areas where there used to be an airport. The old area had an airport. It went for many years, and then because of where it was placed, because of how much there was not enough room to expand on, they built a new area. That old area became, like most airports, turned into businesses. There is a small portion that remains of the old runway that you could go by and see. And something else to note about it, I think we pass over, do we? I think we do. Because if this is Munich, I guarantee you it says Hanover. It's not Hanover, it's Munich. Do we pass over the new location? It says it's Hanover. I don't think that's Hanover at all. I think that's Munich. I'm pretty sure that's Munich. I'm pretty sure also I'm wrong too. I guarantee it's not Munich either. Is that Munich? No, that's Dortmund. That's Frankfurt. Where's Munich? Am I just I'm probably dumb. No, that's just it's sorry, we're going through Hamburg. I'm an idiot when it comes to this stuff because I'm just thinking it's I think it's something that's not. That's Munich, is it? No, it's not. That's Münster. Is this Munich? No, that's the door. Munich's somewhere. It's somewhere. I don't know where it is, but I can't find it here. I'm the dumbass with this stuff. Anyways, it's definitely not YouTube friendly. Um, 16 nautical miles till we go with Hamburg. Yeah, you could maybe see on the right soon. There's an airport far. You could barely see it, but I can see it here. If I tell the right. There's some lights over there you could barely see. Um oh, I did not want to even do that. Oops. Not the bottom of the craft. No one wants to see the bottom of the craft. Yeah, over there, that has to be the airport over there we see on the map. That has to be it because I don't see any other lights in the distance. I was so a lot of things are going to be changing. Someone in my house, and well, no, this is my brother, download a game called the Crew Motorfest. If you don't know what that is, that's the new crew for the Xbox. Um, Pretty like it because a person like me who likes to play Forza Horizon 3, I'm used to something like that. Is this the same guy we saw earlier? Yeah, it is. He's cruising at 7,000 feet. I wonder if he's done a weird turn. He's done a weird thing. Maybe he's going to Hamburg. Back to the thing. I do not know if I'm going to stream that game. The other thing is because I realized about that game, I'm now looking for copies of the Crew 2, the number 2. There's on Amazon, there's 3 copies. 3 people are selling have 1 copy left. I am going to try to get that game. That game is fun because of the adventure. I like driving games where there's a mode where you can go and venture everywhere, no matter what car you're in. That's what makes Horizon good for me. When looked at Horizon originally, I thought, okay, I don't really like this. Now looking at it, love it. Now we're making a turn here. I don't need to do anything. It's doing it for the nav, 308 degrees. 83.2. Now, if I remember, 1 second is point 0.1 of a nautical mile. If I have 82.2, 81.9. That's 819 seconds. You could do the math on that. Now we're most likely, yeah, we're gonna be going over two air. There's gonna be three airports. You see. So over there you see lights. Uh, we're gonna probably be going next to two massive airports. Now in the distance there, I could see the lights of one airport, and I see lights of the other airport. The airport to the left, yep, yeah, the airport to the left is Hanover's old international airport, turned municipal, and the one on the right, I believe, is the new one, right? The one on the left is actually no, correction. The one on the left is the Air Force Base. The one on the right is the actual airport. Now the Air Force Base has a different code than everything else, and that's because at the time speaking, that part of that Air Force Base is actually owned. So I'm gonna say this without sounding stupid. That Air Force Base is owned by somebody is in Germany, but it's owned by someone else. Someone else owns that base. That's why it has the ET code. Knowing ET, not knowing ET. I'm pretty sure that's Norway, but I'm not so sure. Someone could look up ET codes and see who owns them. That'd be great. We're gonna go right over that base too, just right over it. There's its there's Hanno's International Airport. This guy descending? No, he's still staying at 7,000 feet, so we're gonna be passing over him. Yeah, from here to here, we go down to 9,000, and then like 5,000 down to 2,000. About that, let me check the flight plan. What are we at? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 12,000. Then we drop to 5,000. So you have a big decrease, and then you drop to another 2,000 because we're getting to land in here. And then I turn flight plan off when we hit this last one, and we fly it manually. Now we should have a good landing coming in. We'll park at the gate, and then our video will be over. I will pause it. We will end the video off. Next week, I've been told in a suggestion I should fly next week. Um, uh, told to fly next week. Told to fly to next week. That's a good idea. Heh. uh, I will be doing an information setting on what's going to be to come because there's a lot of days coming up where I'm free and I do want to start streaming again. So there will be stuff to let you know about. So this is for everybody. Every single one of my followers on Twitch needs to know this. Next week, I will be hosting on Thursday an information session, and most likely it's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern. Not 1 p.m. local time, 1 p.m. Eastern. Now, if you live in the UK or greater, that's more than 5 hours ahead of you. Oh, sorry, not ahead of you. Behind you, not ahead of you. You're 5 hours ahead of me. Look it up, what time it is. I recommend you listening in because there's gonna be a lot of stuff I'm gonna try to stream, and there's not enough time to Christmas. So that yeah, here's Easter. You can see Dasa here. Look at this. Here to here, 83 nautical miles. Here to here, 25, 37, and 4. When we get to here, flight plan goes away, autopilot gets turned off, we're gonna be landing in there. Very big city flying over there. I've never flown into Hanover. I never knew this was actually like this is the most non-German sounding city I've seen. Berlin, yeah, it sounds German. Hanover, hell no, this does not sound German. And the fact that it has an airport that looks like Miami, it's kind of weird to me. So it also has a freaking runway that is only for general aviation. What is this? Like parallel to the runway here, the taxiway here. What the hell? And then on the right side, you have the military base. Like, what is this? So do you tell me military planes land this way? Oh boy, Dasa came by us, right? Already? Is it already up Dasa? If there's Dasa, he's staying at 7,000 feet. I don't know where he's going, but I can only assume it's somewhere. Okay, like literally, if we had to declare emergency, I would have to do a U-turn to land at here. There's no way I'm landing there with this short area. We're already at 12,000 feet seeing this stuff. 500. The last time the largest I remember it being was 3,200. Someone invited like a foo bot, and there's like 1,000 foos in here. But everybody else was a human member. It was so hard on the servers. The day later, they updated the servers too late. Like they should have did it 1 hour before. They did 1 hour. They did 1 day later. The servers now can handle 5,000 people. It's never been up to 5,000 since then. The highest that I've seen now is like maybe 12, 1,300. But 15, but like 3,500 is unheard of. Also down there, you can see this here. That looks like a ruins of an old runway here and here, but it's turned into a humongous base here. Another thing we may do is landing at airports that do not exist. So, for example, Dallas has a lot of former airports that have turned the runways have turned into something else. For example, Dallas Air Force Base is now a car park. Its main runway, though, is still clear, and planes still try to land on there because they confuse it with one of the runways of Dallas Fort Worth. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be an American Airlines flight, and we will eventually be landing in Dallas, and we're gonna be one of the few pilots to get confused. Because in history, you guys don't know this, but at that airport in the past, in the 1970s, a plane mistaken that airport for Dallas Fort Worth and landed on its runway. So we're going to be that exact flight. It was flying from Austin, Texas, at another airport that doesn't exist, all the way to there. Now we're going to be flying a military flight. It's going to be role played as a military flight because at the time, Austin's current airport where it is right now was a military base. So we'll be flying an American Airlines flight to flight troops, and we are supposed to land at Fort Worth International Airport, not Dallas Fort Worth. Instead, we're going to land at the wrong thing. So at the time, a flight from Dallas to Austin used to be from Mueller to Greater Southwest. Both airports don't exist anymore. So we're going to roleplay it as a military flight to two airports that don't exist. Anyways, it's going to be crazy enough fun. That's be flight number one. And we're going to fly as a DC-3, which is one of the planes that were flown back then. I can guarantee you this much, we're not going to land safely there. Um, okay, so we're still there. 26 nautical miles. Oh, you don't know what I did you? So what I did is I have now changed the nautical miles on this thing to make sure it's the same as the nav. So this thing now is going. This thing is changing because what I did here, when you do this, it actually has to follow the nautical miles. So once you press on this thing is trying to go. See how much it's turning? It's trying to turn to actually meet up with the line. See how much it's turning? Yeah. So there's that problem we always have. Um, this like doing pretty good at the flight. I mean, Yeah, then again, we have. Oh yeah, no, this guy's. I think this guy's landing in Innsbruck. Oh yeah, he's his thing's decreased. He's going to Innsbruck. This guy is going somewhere. This guy, freaking the San Francisco Tower. What's he doing over there? We have a food trying to land in the opposite direction. Doesn't know we're coming. This is hilarious. Okay, we're about 9 nautical miles away from another turn, and it's going to be a sharp decrease to 5,000 with a 6,000 thing decrease, and then we're going to drop to 2,000 and then stay there. I could have just cut it, but I'm not cutting that thing. I want to see what it does. We're getting ready to turn. It's going to look like this plane's going to drop. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a huge decrease. Look at this turn. This is a horrendous turn. Do we make it? I don't know if we make it. This is a huge turn. We level of 5,000. Now it's a huge turn to get up there. Now it's turn. So this thing's turning for the nav. That's a huge turn that we made. Frankfurt Tower. This is Delta. No, Delta. Another fail. We could make that as a short. You guys can make that as a short. Me say Lufthansa is Delta. What airport is this I'm flying over? Is this? This is something, right? Someone airport. Let's see. What airport is this? This Bremen airport? Yeah, it is Bremen. I could have landed at Bremen if I thought I was gonna crash. But alas, I didn't. No. This thing now is so this thing is what it is. It's now making it go to the track, which is 70 knots, and it's turning the plane so it can make it there. This is at 57 knots. This is one of the most horrible turns I've ever done. I've done some terrible turns. That is probably the worst turn I've done. in a long while. That looks like a highway extension there. That road looks like being highwayed. Yeah, because you can see it's separated by Gulf there. Oh boy, that's I heard about that airport. We were looking at that airport earlier for Bremen. Something else. Former military base turned international airport. Yeah, like most of Germany's airports. And its roadways being it's under construction because it's being updated there and bypassed. Anyways, now you may notice the truck says 57, but it's at 90. The reason why it did that is it now automatically has turned into the trick. Will I make it there before it? No idea. This has been a crazy flight. That fix of all things is gonna bring it down. I'm gonna put a video at that's gotta be the worst turn of the century. I've done some things like every other turn was great until you get to here where the turn is like this. Woot? What am I gonna do here? This is gonna be the worst turn ever. Yeah, that's gonna be the YouTube video. The worst turn happens in Bremen. That's gotta be in the video. This video is gonna be like maybe an hour long or something. I got a new follower on YouTube, so this would be great. Flight next flight's gonna be probably be something I'll look up on Munich. What's the next flight? Keep saying Munich, and we're going and flying to Hamburg. Uh, we'll see. Hamburg's over down there somewhere, so we're not far from it. We're not far from this fix either. This is probably the worst turn. This is the only fix I think thing on the fix here where we're not on the pip at all. Like this is the worst fix of all. And then next we have to turn another 45 degrees. So we have to turn another 2 degrees. 71. Now it's turning even more to the left. I don't know what the hell it's thinking. It's probably gonna make it there and then turn 45 degrees immediately. And then the runway's on a perfect 50-degree pitch. So I have to get there right. And we're on this fix. We only have like what? Less than 4? So after we hit this fix, then we have to be here at 0. We have to be here at 2000, and then after that, I'm turning it off. So the moment we get to here and get settled, I turn flight thing off, and we stay. I'm probably gonna hit this fix at this angle because it's flying like this only because it can't fly the regular route because of how sharp the turn is. Yeah, we're gonna hit the fix, go here, and then turn. What's this? This gotta be the worst YouTube flight I've ever had. I thought when I did this flight, that turn would be a lot more better. That turn was the worst turn I've ever seen. Usually when they hit the point, they go before it. That is the worst turn. I did not expect that. So yeah, it's 38 nautical miles to go. 34, nearly less than half of that is just all in the air. Well, 150. I'm hoping I don't stall. Am I stalling? I wonder if I'm stalling. I can't tell at all with this thing more rapidly. Oh boy. Oh boy. Nope, I'm gonna go back up to 200. Yeah, we're gonna delete the flight pan. Yep, delete it. Turn the radio off. I'm gonna just keep it at this. Look at that. It was perfect until it wasn't. That's one of the worst turns I've ever done on fixes. Like I said, usually when I do a fix, I land at a good thing. At this point, it looks like we're landing into here, but that's not where we're landing into. We're not going to HI, we're going to HM. There's the airport right there, I think, right? No, that can't be the airport because there's the other international airport right there. Yeah, I see the lights over there. A long flight. It's almost 8 o'clock. Believe it or not. I don't know if this video gets posted on YouTube or not, so we'll see. If it does, I'll instantly I'll it to YouTube and anything. But hey, a video is a video. It's gonna be around it'll be around for like maybe 7 to a week, 7 days to a month, and then it gets taken down. Yeah, like, 'cause people gonna see this thing and think, oh, you're landing here. No, I am landing here. It's gonna be way, what? Like, it looks like I'm coming to land here, but I'm not landing here. The gear's not down yet. The gear does not get put down until I'm lined up with that, when I hit here. And it's gonna be full brakes. I think they see the output down there. It's coming soon. Yeah, you can. You can barely see it. The lights over here with near the H HDs, those are there. You got this input right here. And if you don't know, that airport there, I think is an aircraft airport. I think they paint a lot of planes there. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they do. They paint a lot of planes here. I think that's one of those Airbus fields. Anyways, this was quite of a nice flight, believe it or not. We didn't have any lake fest. I didn't need to emergency land anywhere because I quit. No, this was a nice flight. The question is, can I land this plane doing this nice flight? I hope. It'd be so sad if I meet it through all this just to miss the landing. Oh, that'd be so bad. Nope, never. Get closer and closer. Like I said, once we hit here, pass through here, gear comes down, brakes go on. Now here's the problem with this airport. If you don't know about it, this airport was actually supposed to get replaced, by the way. Over here, this area here is owned by the same company that owns that airport. This area over here, between here and here, between Kidd and Wakendorf number two, that was owned by the Hamburg Airport Commission. And that area was supposed to be Hamburg International Airport Mark II. That plan got, after the 70s, after the demise of the Concorde and everything, got canceled. If the Concorde, if the fuel thing never happened, that airport would have been built. and we would have had a different airport. That airport I'm landing at right now would have been shut down, closed, and be turned into something else. But no, that's not how it happened, and this is what we get. Yeah, this has been airport planned. You can see the building's names, and this has to be planned. There's no way this is a municipal airport. This has to be planned of some kind. Now I am nearly coming on to approach, so I'm gonna be quiet soon. I should have landed on the crossroom. It probably was the longer one, but we're gonna try and attempt on this. You're coming down. Brakes coming on. I've landed in horrible frame session. Here's hoping I can make the landing stick in horrible frame session. Autopilot comes off. It's a three. Let's get ready. Hamburg, too many trees. Look at all the trees. You can barely see the city through these trees. Oh boy. We have seven. We have 22,000 feet of range. 2,000 feet from us to the ground of wiggle room. So it was good. The problem is, can I land it on this one? I forgot about how small this runway was. Can we land on this? Probably. There's the thing here. Over here, there's another construction area here coming on the left engine. That's what the ping is. So we're gonna be turning a bit. Oh yeah, the leg. I hate when it's so bad frames a second. So bad. When we pass over that little hedge of forest near the runway, it's gonna be a one, and we're gonna see if we can land this thing. This flight was actually pretty nice. Going over some soccer fields right now. This plane, when it comes out, I'm pretty sure, like I said, Lufthansa bought a big package of these planes to replace the 18 747s, which is sad for us and seeing that. Oh boy, we're getting low frame rate. If I crash with low frame rate, it'd be horrendous. Oh yeah, you could even see on the landing, it's horrible frame rate. The clock. Okay, look at the leg I'm getting now as I'm trying to land. Holy crap! Pull up, brakes up, go. Oh, that's gonna be a hard landing. The amount of leg I featured there. Oh, put those speed brakes on. From the Hamburg International Airport, brakes and brakes off. We landed successfully. That is the good news. The leg whoever made the landing so unlegit though. And you could see that I'm having horrible frames per second. Like when I was in Dallas, I was a 747. I was worried about it. It has great frames, but when you are on a field that's not happy with you, you gain horrible frames per second. away from my headset. Okay, so we're gonna be taxiing up, turn, brake, not local, no, we're on the grass. Yep, the leg. This leg is horrendous, and we need to check his speed out soon. Okay, we're gonna stop the video here. I do thank you for this nice flight that I had, and I'll see you for the next video. Take care, everybody.